Have you ever sensed the subtle sting of envy, betrayal, or sabotage and wondered why it always seems to miss you? Maybe someone tried to undermine your efforts, spread whispers behind your back, or challenge your integrity, and yet somehow they never truly succeeded. What if I told you that the world is watching you more closely than you realize, and you've already seen every move before it even happened? The very schemes crafted to trip you up are actually traps for those who set them. And you're the one standing outside the game, untouched, untouchable, and fully aware. You are a chosen one, someone with the rare gift of discernment, an innate ability to read the currents of human intention, and the clarity to turn even the darkest energy into strength. Being a chosen one isn't about fighting back with noise or proving yourself in a spectacle. It's about quietly moving through life with awareness, letting actions and decisions speak louder than words, and leaving a mark that cannot be erased. Every glance you've held steady under scrutiny, every choice to remain composed when others expected you to falter has been a testament to your inner authority. You may not have announced it to the world, but your presence, your resilience, and your composure are already rewriting the rules around you. In practical terms, this means that no matter how many people around you envy your success, doubt your path, or test your patience, they are invariably outmatched, not because you're loud or aggressive, but because you've cultivated a calm certainty that they cannot replicate. Your stability, your ability to observe without reacting, and your unwavering integrity allow you to navigate a landscape riddled with hidden agendas, subtle manipulations, and unspoken rivalries. Others may appear to control the board, yet you've been several steps ahead all along. In this video, you're going to uncover 5 powerful steps to recognize, respond to, and ultimately transform envy, betrayal, and deception into opportunities for growth and empowerment. You'll learn how to read intentions hidden beneath words, detect patterns in behavior before they escalate, and redirect energy in a way that protects your peace while exposing the truth. These steps are not just theoretical. They're practical tools you can start applying immediately to safeguard your influence, strengthen your inner authority, and rise above the chaos others try to create. So let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why those who plot against you fail even when they seem to have all the leverage? Why their efforts to undermine you always backfire, leaving them entangled in their own schemes? By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why it will be your secret advantage, your roadmap to moving through life as a chosen one, fully in control and impossible to derail. Now that you understand your position as a chosen one, the next step is observation. The subtle art of recognizing envy, hidden agendas, and concealed motives before they ever touch you. Not everyone around you is as transparent as they seem. Many people wear masks of kindness, concern, or friendship while secretly measuring, calculating, or undermining you. And yet even the most carefully disguised intentions leave traces. It is these traces that a chosen one notices. Envious individuals often betray themselves through subtle patterns. Their words may carry double meanings, their attention may feel disproportionate, or their compliments may arrive slightly off the smile, too late the praise, a little too rehearsed. Someone might ask incessantly about your plans, your next move, or your strategies, yet the tone of their curiosity reveals disinterest in your well-being. They are not genuinely engaged. They are gathering pieces of information for their own advantage. These are the quiet signals that tip you off long before any plot takes shape. To navigate these currents, you must learn to read the architecture of their thinking. Observe the rhythm of their behavior, the timing of their actions, and the subtle shifts in energy when you enter a room. Does someone suddenly become overly attentive, as if they are cataloging every word you speak? Are there small inconsistencies between what they say and what they do, like a mismatch between their gestures and expressions? These are not coincidences. They are patterns revealing intent. Let me give you a concrete example. Picture someone constantly asking about your upcoming projects. On the surface, it may seem like friendly interest, But if their eyes glaze over when you actually answer, or if they redirect the conversation to themselves, their concern is performative. Or consider a compliment delivered with a slight hesitation or a laugh that lags behind the moment it should be genuine. These subtle irregularities are signals evidence that the energy behind their words is not aligned with truth. A chosen one sees this and recognizes the gap between appearance and intention. It is crucial, however, to observe without immediate judgment or reaction. Awareness is not the same as accusation. A chosen one absorbs the data, the gestures, the tone, the inconsistencies without allowing them to provoke an emotional response. This composure is your power. By remaining detached, you allow the patterns to reveal themselves naturally. The more reactive you are, the more you hand over your energy and control to the very people you are observing. Silence and patience are your allies. As you practice this level of awareness, something remarkable happens. You realize that control is often about perception, not confrontation. You do not need to expose the envious person immediately, nor do you need to argue, debate, or prove a point. Simply understanding the dynamics at play gives you authority over the situation. You begin to see the threads connecting their actions and intentions, and in that clarity you gain freedom. You are no longer a participant in their games. You are an observer strategically positioned outside the drama. This kind of discernment builds confidence like no other. The moment you notice these patterns, you feel empowered because you understand that influence begins with perception. You recognize that while others may try to manipulate, deceive, or provoke you, possess the insight to navigate safely, turning potential threats into opportunities for observation, learning, and preparation. By the end of this phase, you are no longer guessing. You are reading the energy in a room, anticipating moves before they unfold, and making decisions with precision. Your awareness becomes a shield, your discernment a sword. And most importantly, you realize that the power to control the narrative begins with the quiet mastery of seeing clearly, understanding deeply, and responding intentionally. This is the first layer of your armor as a chosen one, built from observation, rooted in awareness, and sharpened by composure. Once you've learned to observe and recognize envy, betrayal, or hidden agendas, the next step is strategy and response, the sacred art of transforming potential threats into opportunities for growth, empowerment, and influence. This is where you step fully into the role of a chosen one. Someone who does not react impulsively, but who orchestrates each move with awareness and precision. First, let's address a common misconception. Silence and composure are not weakness. On the contrary, choosing to remain calm while others attempt to provoke you is a demonstration of mastery over your energy. Every word spoken, every impulsive reaction hands power away to those seeking to manipulate or destabilize you. When you maintain your composure, you reclaim authority over the situation. Silence is a strategic shield. It is the quiet assertion that you will not be baited, that your inner state cannot be dictated by the noise of envy or deception. Next, consider the wisdom of sharing just enough. Not every question needs an answer. Not every curiosity deserves full disclosure. By controlling the flow of information about yourself, your plans, your intentions, your vulnerabilities, you protect the sacred core of your being. This does not mean hiding who you are. It means remaining untouchable in your truth. You give what is appropriate, what is surface level, while safeguarding the essence of your vision and your spirit. In this way, your real self stays beyond reach and your presence commands respect silently, effortlessly. One crucial realization for a chosen one is that envy is often just admiration turned bitter. People are rarely jealous of weaknesses. They are unsettled by the reflection of their own lack of discipline, courage, or vision in you. Understanding this reframes the way you perceive opposition. You are not hated. You are a mirror reflecting standards they have not cultivated. Recognizing this allows you to shift perspective from victimhood to empowerment. What others direct at you is a distorted acknowledgement of your excellence, not a judgment of your worth. Here are the practical steps you can start implementing immediately. Observe and record patterns. Track behavior over time, noting inconsistencies, passive-aggressive cues, and repeated strategies. Recognize the rhythm of envy. It is predictable, impatient, and often transparent in tone, timing, and attention. Maintain composure, avoid drama. Resist the urge to retaliate or defend yourself publicly. Your calm becomes a mirror exposing the desperation or imbalance of those attempting to provoke you. Let plots reveal themselves. Do not rush to confront or expose schemes. Allow the natural momentum of their actions to demonstrate their intentions. In doing so, others' attempts at manipulation often collapse under their own weight. Transform attacks into lessons in power. Every lie, smear, or sabotage attempt is an opportunity to refine your awareness. Strengthen your composure and deepen your insight. Recognize the growth inherent in each challenge. What is meant to harm you becomes a tool for evolution. Build consistency. Your greatest strength lies in integrity and repeated deliberate action. By showing up the same way in every circumstance, you create a steady rhythm that others cannot destabilize. Over time, your consistency becomes evidence that contrasts sharply with the volatility of envy-driven opponents. These principles are not abstract. They apply to every area of your life. In the workplace, you might notice colleagues trying to undermine your efforts or claim credit for your achievements. At family gatherings, certain relatives may subtly test your patience or loyalty. On social media, envy often manifests through comparisons, passive-aggressive comments, or attempts to discredit your influence. In each case, your response remains the same: calm observation, strategic communication, and unwavering consistency. The energy you carry broadcasts authority far louder than words ever could. The effect is profound. Envious individuals eventually expose themselves without any intervention on your part. Their attempts to destabilize you backfire because they are reactive and you are proactive. You move from a place of awareness and choice rather than emotional reaction. Watching their schemes unravel can feel quietly satisfying, a testament to the power of composure over impulsivity, strategy over chaos. This is the empowerment that comes from mastering your response and recognizing that influence stems from how you carry yourself, not from how loudly you assert your dominance. As a chosen one, the truth you embody becomes a living standard. People cannot help but measure themselves against it. Your silence, your consistency, and your integrity force others to confront the limits of their own discipline. And all the while, you remain untouchable, unshaken, and fully aligned with your purpose. Every attack, every attempt at sabotage becomes a training ground for wisdom, resilience, and mastery. The energy that was meant to destabilize you is absorbed, transformed, and reflected back as insight, authority, and clarity. By the end of this practice, you no longer fear envy or betrayal. You leverage it. The same patterns that once caused anxiety now serve as indicators guiding your strategy and reinforcing your inner power. You understand that the world may try to test you, but those tests only serve to highlight the depth of your capacity. You walk forward as someone who sees clearly, responds deliberately, and turns every challenge into a stepping stone toward mastery. Every challenge, every betrayal, every whisper of envy is not just an obstacle, it is a classroom for your soul. As a chosen one, you understand that life's difficulties are carefully designed lessons, each one shaping your character, your discernment, and your authority. What others intend as harm can, when viewed through the lens of awareness, become your most powerful teacher. Each attempt to undermine you is actually an opportunity to upgrade yourself, deepen your resilience, and assert your influence without ever needing to engage in conflict. Consider how subtle envy manifests: colleagues at work who subtly downplay your achievements, relatives who question your decisions, or friends who measure your success against their own insecurities. To most, these behaviors are frustrating or even disheartening. But for the chosen one, they are signals, indicators of who operates from authenticity and who is governed by fear or limitation. By observing these patterns, you develop a heightened ability to read people accurately, discerning intention without judgment or reaction. This skill alone elevates your presence in any room, making your influence palpable without the need for loud declarations or superficial displays. The next layer of mastery comes from converting adversity into resilience and inner strength. Each betrayal you survive, each insult you endure, and each hidden agenda you detect strengthens your foundation. When others hope to see you falter, you remain grounded. You take the emotional energy that would have been wasted on anger or retaliation and channel it into growth, clarity, and measured action. Every difficult encounter becomes a training ground for your character, reinforcing patience, strategic thinking, and composure. A chosen one also learns to extend influence without showing off. Unlike those driven by envy who often attempt to control narratives or seek recognition through manipulation, your authority grows quietly but undeniably. Your actions, consistency, and integrity naturally broadcast your capabilities. People notice, they respect, they may even envy, but that envy only underscores the strength of your presence. You command respect without demanding it, creating ripples of influence that extend into your professional environment, your family, and your community. Let me illustrate with a story. Imagine someone in your workplace is constantly undermining you, spreading subtle doubts about your competence. At first, it feels personal, almost unbearable, but instead of confronting them aggressively or retaliating publicly, you simply maintain your focus, excel in your responsibilities, and act with unwavering integrity. Over time, their efforts collapse under the weight of their own insecurity. Meanwhile, your reputation grows not because you shouted louder, but because you demonstrated quiet mastery. Colleagues begin to notice who consistently performs with integrity, and the contrast exposes the true nature of those attempting to destabilize you. That is the hallmark of turning challenges into strength. You rise above without lifting a finger, transforming negative energy into proof of your authority. This mindset is not limited to professional settings. In your family, subtle criticism or envy may surface over choices you make or the successes you achieve. In social circles or online spaces, jealousy often emerges in passive-aggressive comments, subtle dismissals, or comparisons. Every one of these moments is a mirror reflecting not your shortcomings but the insecurities of others. By choosing composure, discernment, and strategic observation, you assert a magnetic authority. People are drawn to your steadiness, inspired by your consistency, and even unsettled by the quiet power you embody. Applying this framework transforms how you navigate life. You no longer react impulsively to perceived threats. You do not expend energy on validation or public defense. Instead, you use adversity as a catalyst to refine your insight, strengthen your resolve, and expand your influence. Every encounter with envy, betrayal, or challenge becomes a deliberate exercise in resilience, patience, and authority. The most remarkable aspect of this approach is how it elevates your presence without creating conflict. Others' envy and attempts at sabotage become irrelevant, almost theatrical, because you operate on a higher frequency, unshaken, discerning, and aligned with your purpose. The world may test you, but it cannot destabilize the one who understands the lessons hidden in adversity. By the end of this practice, you recognize that every trial is a blueprint for leadership and influence. You have not merely survived challenges, you have leveraged them, turning each attempt at harm into a reflection of your strength. Your integrity, resilience, and composure define you more than any external validation ever could. You are empowered not by escaping adversity, but by transforming it into mastery. This is how a chosen one leaves an indelible mark, by standing tall, unwavering, and fully in command of their energy. The challenges of life, whether subtle or overt, are no longer obstacles, but stepping stones to elevated awareness, deeper influence, and lasting authority. And as you walk this path, your presence becomes a beacon, quietly shaping the environment, inspiring those ready to rise and leaving behind those unwilling or unprepared to confront their own shadows. As we reach the conclusion of this journey, it's essential to pause and reflect on the true value of what you've discovered. Your power as a chosen one is not measured by titles, recognition, or applause. It resides in your ability to observe, maintain composure, act with integrity, and harness the strength that comes from within. These qualities allow you to navigate complex human dynamics, recognize hidden motives, and remain grounded no matter the storm around you. Every act of envy, betrayal, or manipulation directed at you becomes not a threat, but a tool for growth, a mirror reflecting the limitations of others while highlighting your mastery over yourself. One of the most critical lessons to carry forward is that you do not need the validation of others to define your worth. Many will attempt to sway your perception through envy, criticism, or subtle sabotage, but their efforts reveal their insecurities more than they diminish your strength. The chosen one knows that the opinions and reactions of others are transient, while your inner integrity is permanent. By staying composed, observing patterns, and responding strategically, you assert authority over every situation without raising your voice or proving yourself unnecessarily. Another profound realization is that silence, observation, and patience are strategies, not weaknesses. Choosing not to react immediately, allowing intentions to reveal themselves, and maintaining your composure are the hallmarks of mastery. Through this approach, you allow those driven by envy to expose their own patterns, while your steadiness and consistency speak louder than any argument or confrontation ever could. This quiet power creates a lasting impression. Your credibility and authority grow, and your adversaries' attempts to undermine you unravel without you ever needing to intervene directly. Every challenge, betrayal, or pressure-filled moment is also an opportunity for personal refinement and resilience. These experiences are not punishments, but carefully calibrated lessons designed to test, strengthen, and elevate you. When faced with adversity, you learn to stand firm, adapt without losing yourself, and transform external pressures into sources of inner power. You discover how to maintain your influence, extend your authority, and navigate life with unwavering confidence regardless of the chaos or deception around you. There is also a subtle joy that comes from watching truth naturally unfold. When envy, malice, or schemes are allowed to self-expose, you experience a quiet satisfaction, not from revenge, but from witnessing the balance of life restore itself. You see the natural consequences of misaligned intentions, and in that clarity, your mastery is affirmed. You remain untouched, elevated, and empowered, while those who sought to destabilize you inadvertently reveal their own limitations. As you integrate these lessons into your daily life, remember that your influence grows from authenticity, consistency, and strategic composure. In your family, in your workplace, and in your social circles, your ability to remain calm, observe patterns, and act from integrity establishes a standard that others naturally respect and in some cases envy. By turning challenges into opportunities for growth, you demonstrate that true authority and influence are born not from aggression or spectacle, but from mastery over oneself. Now I invite you to take a small intentional action like this video, share your experiences in the comments, and subscribe to Chosen and Rising. By doing so, you are not just supporting the channel, you are joining a community committed to awareness, empowerment, and mastery. Each comment, share, and interaction is part of a collective elevation, reinforcing the principles of discernment, composure, and influence that you've embraced. Remember, the power you carry is quiet, deliberate, and undeniable. It manifests in how you move through life, how you respond to challenges, and how you uphold your values. You do not need to prove yourself to anyone. Your actions, consistency, and inner strength speak for you. The world may attempt to challenge or provoke you, but your composure, integrity, and inner mastery ensure that no external force can destabilize the chosen one within. So go forward with confidence. Stand tall, remain steadfast, and allow your mastery to guide your actions, decisions, and interactions. Let the lessons you've absorbed shape your influence and impact. You are empowered, unshakable, and equipped to navigate life with clarity and authority. Thank you for joining this journey. Carry these truths with you. Apply them. Let the chosen one within illuminate your path, guide your actions, and inspire others without the need for noise, drama, or confrontation. Your mastery is your message, your composure, your power, and your life, a testament to what is possible when observation, integrity, and resilience become your guiding principles.